Getting dicey.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Oh, and I got the cowl on just in time, although very messy. Okay. All right. Let's get to it. Bill, Jangha has come up to face and has asked. Let's do this properly. So you ready for me to draw that map for you, or what?
You got any paper, Brian? Damn it, I'm doing it now. Baron?
Brian's fine. It's my middle name. One of them.
One of the many.
Yeah, I do have some paper. I just pull some paper and a pen out. I've got ink and a quill. Here you go. I'll move over.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Jangus grabs the piece of paper and the quill. Are you going to hold up a small ink thing of ink for him to dip that quill into?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just unscrew the top and here you go.
Yeah, okay. And he's got like quite a bit of concentrate. He sort of looks up and he's tapping the feather against his face. He's like, all right, so if the entrance is here and the rope, oh, that's a great rope, is here. Off to the right, if we go over there, that's certain death over there, and he's drawing sort of just a few sort of symbols. Don't really know what's over on that part. Then, okay, we come back north past those little jelly bastards. Okay, north, and then take a right at the pool. Now, there's something about that pool of water. I don't remember what that was, but take a right there, and there's us. There's us. And he sort of looks up at you guys, and he just writes the words "us" on a little part of the map. Okay, we go right out that door. That was quite a surprise. Out there was that to the south, just definitely death there as well. To the right, there's that flaming skull, which up until now has just meant certain death. I'm not really sure, so I don't know what's over there. And he starts just drawing a few more of these little symbols on this piece of paper. He's not sure. Yeah, don't know about that one. Anyway, so north of here, take a right. There's some water that goes out into some sort of like cavern or something, and then there's that gauntlet or something that we've been searching for in that area of the cave there. But to the left, instead of turning right, and he's just keeps just scribbling frantically. He draws a little symbol next to where he was off to the right. We was talking about some sort of item that they're all searching for, and then back here, X marks the spot. There's the spider. That's there he is, Knizner. That's what you're after. And I'll chuck you guys. I'll show you guys what Jangus is. He just basically hands this map back to Bill.
I'll zoom out. Ooh.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So yeah, you can sort of see where the entrance of the cave is, the rope. He's drawn little sad little faces where there's been any sort of mention of certain death. Bunch of question marks because I just don't think even he knows what's over there. Some sort of jelly thing. There's the pool that he mentioned. There's us and the flaming skull. Some more certain death. You can kind of just see everything that he was talking about.
Wow, that's really, really detailed.
What's that above the skull with a question mark?
Oh, sorry for not being a bloody artist. That was the river. The water goes through into a like tunnel or something. I don't know. There's there's water down here.
Have you been through there?
No, it's too dark, too small. I haven't really bothered. I don't think any of us have. It's too cramped.
What's that thing to the left of us with the?
Oh right, well there's a pool.
Like a shark fin.
No, it's just like a rock in the pool. There's like a little pool of water. You turn right there, you get to where we are. That's us. There's us right there. And he sort of just taps away at the map. Us.
Oh. And are the sad faces with the crosses on, are they all dead bugbears or?
Yeah, that's certain death.
Okay.
Sent people those ways and they don't come back. That's it's unfortunate for them. Jangus, Me? I don't go there.
I've got a question for Jangus.
Shoot.
Where's the little man you were talking about that's not being treated well? The dwarf.
Oh yeah, just up next to the X marks the spot. That's probably this. He's got him tucked away up there as well. I don't know where though. I just know that he's been taken up there.
So they keep watch over him?
I don't know. All I know,
I imagine they do.
I just hear some horrible things coming from up there.
Oh, I thought this was a gnome hat at the bottom. But that's a rock with a rope, isn't it?
Yeah, that was this is like a stalagmite. Yeah, with a rope.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, it's a bugbear word. Stalagmite, yeah.
Yeah. I always get them mixed up.
Oh, you've heard of that one. Oh, right, yeah.
What do you reckon, everyone?
It seems this bugbear has paid true to his word. Is there any more details anyone wants to extract from this creature?
Did you notice I drew that little symbol on the right there showing my morning star that you've taken off me there? Just glowing with pride from the forge. I figure it's out there somewhere, so I just drew that there just to, just got that in there. Jangus can dream, I guess. Jangus can dream.
One day maybe. Well, thank you very much, Jangus, for this incredibly detailed map. I mean, we couldn't have asked for much more. Is there so people were trying to find that gauntlet, yeah?
Yeah, there was kind of rumors that obviously with the forge being down here that there was some I don't know, some powerful weapons, powerful armor, and there was rumors that some kind of gauntlet was in an area of a cave, and we've been looking, haven't been able to find it, but we'll get there one day.
One question about this map: the water area at the top, does that join up to the room that Knizner is in?
No, I don't think there's any water in Kniznar's. I think that little pool that take a right to get here. I wouldn't be surprised if those two areas kind of connected, maybe.
Right, because it looks like it heads off towards there. That's what we were thinking.
Oh, clever.
But it's dried out here in the skull room. There's no water in it.
No, I guess that was used at some point, but looks like that's been dry for a while. If you want water though, crystal clear water, just out the door to the left there.
Oh, to the left. Okay, I'm confused. Forget it.
Okay, well, I mean, look at the map. See us.
Yeah.
See us.
Yeah.
If we go out to our left or the west, whichever direction you like, go out there. You'll find a pool of sweet water.
Oh, Paul, but you're not talking about that river thing at the top of the map.
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if
I don't
those.
care about that pool with a rock in it.
You don't care? Oh, well, I'm sorry I drew it.
Well, I care about it. I was just wondering about the water at the top. Where have you seen that? If that's not connected to the...
Look, I'm going to have to take you slowly, piece by piece, through this map. All right, so look where we are.
It's all right, Mr. Jangus. I can catch the Baron up later.
Yeah,
How maps work. Unless anyone else has anything to say to Mr. Jangus, I propose we allow him to leave this room before he is killed.
Yeah, I quite like the sound of this one.
Yeah.
Is there a given direction we would like to send him on his way?
I think he knows.
Well, if you take a look at this map, I reckon I might just take a little walk down to the south, see if I can just get up that rope, and I'll be on my way if you let me.
I think that is quite wise.
And he just kind of shuffles his feet like, well, I guess that's me. He kind of kicks the few stones under his feet.
Unless you want to come along, of course.
I do not want to come along. I just wanted to... Just thought there might have been something in there for old Jangus for all that information. But no, that's fine. I'll take my stuff and I'll get out. Thank you, guys.
Living?
And he... he just heads for the door.
Be careful of that cube thing.
Oh, good point. You guys don't mind if I take my prized morning star or some kind of weapon with me just to make sure I can get out alive?
I say take it.
his prized morning star. What is it?
Not the
got,
mace.
He's just got like a morning star and a javelin that he had on his body at that point.
Yeah, I reckon that's fine.
Yeah, I think they pretty much had dropped when he'd fallen asleep, when you got him asleep outside.
Yes, I say we're not really staying true to our bargain. If we don't let him defend himself, he may be as good as dead. So I say let him keep.
I just want to make sure that when I pick up these things, you guys are gonna just not you're not gonna attack old Jangus. I'll stood up to my side of the deal. And he just sort of backs out the door past his weapons, and he just slowly picks up his javelin and puts it on his back and his morning
Touch
star.
those weapons. I dare you. No, just kidding. Bye, Jangus.
He's like,
Bye,
all right,
Jangus.
guys, well, it's been fun. And he just shuts the door. That's the last
I'd like to open the door as soon as he shuts it. What I don't want to see him do is bolt north.
everything all right?
Yeah, just making sure you get out all right, safely to the south.
Okay. I'll just put you back on the cave so we can see what you guys are going to see.
I mean, there's certain death around a lot of these corners, and I'd hate for you to take a wrong turn and end up in harm's way.
Yeah, fair
So
enough.
thoughtful, Bill.
Yeah, it's so thoughtful. I'm just going to reveal a little bit for you since you've got your
Little bit of leg.
little bit of dark vision. And you've kind of you've caught him unawares by opening that door. And he walks where are we? He sort of walks and he's looking back and he starts turning left and he says, oh, okay. Oh. And just and then walks down some stairs in front of you, out of view, and he's gone.
That was odd.
Wait, what?
It looked like he was going
see
to
the
go down
map
this pathway.
Oh, you want to see? Okay.
Is that pathway on the map?
No, that pathway is not on the map that he drew.
Oh, dear, tricky.
Okay.
Like bear.
That's really annoying.
There's just that pool that no one cares about.
It seems we have the location of Nundro. I propose we make in that direction at post haste. What do you all think?
Yeah, good
Yes.
idea. Yeah.
Mr. Loris, would you like to help me lead from the front? Silda, perhaps you can take up the rear and we will proceed north.
Let's start.
Sure things, Sig, sure.
Indeed. And Sig grabs his torch
Okay.
and proceeds out the door.
Cool. Well, let's stop there just for a moment so I can sort of reveal. You guys walk through the door, and as your light lights up the area around you, you do see that to the south is just like a caved-in area. To the north, the corridor extends further north to a set of stairs leading up even higher. And to the west, you can smell, I don't know, like it's a really fishy smell coming from that area.
From the north.
From the west, sorry. So down the stairs to the west.
The fishy pool.
Yeah, you can sort of see down. You can see water. It is incredibly dark down there, so you can only see what the torchlight lights up. But there is you can hear some ripples from the water. You can smell. For some reason, it seems overly fishy smell coming from that area.
I'm just going to do
You
a
said
quick
it was fresh.
search.
You don't know what a bugbear thinks is fresh.
I do want to say to everyone, in a hushed tone, should we not scout ahead rather than announce ourselves by strolling right up to his door?
Ooh, that's a fair point.
Well
How
said,
should we do?
American. Perhaps your night lookers would be of advantage further to the north than I.
Perhaps. Bill, were you about to say something?
I was just going to say, I'm just going to have a little search around this area. It seems suspicious that he was headed in that direction.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything in that area. It looks like it would have been a passageway at some point, but it's just sort of crumbled down, and it just stops any progress.
Does it look recent?
No, not at all.
Is there any bugbear shit in there?
You can investigate if you like. No, I wouldn't make you do that. It looks like there's been very little use of that area.
It's odd though, isn't it, Bill?
That's very weird.
Oh well. You checked it out and there's nothing there, is there?
There's nothing there, no.
There's nothing there.
Barry,
Barry.
okay, we're gonna go on a quest.
Barry.
On a walk.
All right, and he's coming along.
Okay.
I'd say, American, you can sort of see, both you and Bill, you can see that at the top of the stairway, it does seem to split off in two directions, one to the west and one to the east.
All right, I propose that we make our route towards Knizner. I could try to use my spell to locate the staff that the bugbear described and see if that would lead us directly to him. Or we could just simply scout ahead with a spy.
Scouting seems like it would give us more intel.
Mm.
We might be able to find out their numbers. Is that something that little Spidey boy can do, or?
I know Loros has communicated with my spider before, but I did not have the foresight to prepare speak with animals, so I'm afraid I can't really give him any instructions per se without vague hand gestures or such things. I may have to be the scout, if anything. I just don't know if Ransen will actually be able to scout. I'm not saying he's stupid. He is a very smart boy. I just don't. Yeah.
I can communicate with animals. Like I've got both speak with animals and beast sense. Depends on a ruling as to whether the DM would allow me to cast both at once or one after the other, because they're both rituals. And in my reading, I think one's a concentration, one's not. So if I cast speak with animals, I cast that and it lasts 10 minutes, and the other one is it's a concentration, which I concentrate for obviously I can concentrate for an hour while doing it.
Right. Okay.
So it's like it just depends if it's necessary.
I'll let you do one after the other, but it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys on whether you think you've got 20 minutes to kill.
That's the other thing. Is like it'll take 20 minutes to do both, and then, but yeah, have we got 20 minutes to sit in this hallway? Fairly vulnerable where we are. Otherwise, American, you can do your little transforming thing and then scout ahead.
A little transforming thing.
Yeah.
My wild shape.
A little bit patronizing.
Perhaps American, even merely peering down the hallway ahead of us with your night lookers would be sufficient for this hallway.
Yes, let's start with that before we start. Shall I just creep ahead and have a peek first?
Yeah. Do you want to do it stealthily?
Of course.
Roll for stealth, please.
I will. I'm going to sneak down the hallway on the lightest of feet. Rolling a 9.
All right, that's fine. I think we'll time your movement with the rumbling of the cave. So there's a big booming crash that shakes the ground again, and it sort of echoes through the cave for a good minute as you make your way, you tiptoe your way up to the edge of this corridor. You take a look off to your left. How much? You got 60 feet. Oh yeah. You can see it turns right at the edge of your dark vision, heading north. You can't see quite what's past that turn, but your senses tell you that maybe there isn't much more of that corridor past that corner. To your right, you look down and you see some stairs heading down into an open cavern. Let's see what 60 feet will give you. You can see at the bottom of right at the edge of your vision that it seems to drop down, like it's been like a cliff, sort of almost a cliff down into something. It just drops off, and you can see a figure standing right at the edge of your dark vision. And he just seems this figure is just pointing and standing there with his hands on its hips for a bit and shaking his fist down at something. But that's kind of all you're taking in.
Oh. I'm gonna sneak back and tell them that I've seen a figure.
A figure? What sort of size?
Yes, what sort of size?
It seems to be like maybe 5 foot. I don't know, like almost 6 foot, anywhere between 5.5 to 6 foot tall. You couldn't really gauge it too well.
American, do you think we could proceed on the westernmost passage without this figure seeing us?
Well, I know not. If I could see him, he could potentially see us. Especially if we've got torches, I think he'd probably... Well, he or she could probably spot us.
Agreed. I really don't want it to tarry in this hallway when we know Nandra's location. I am happy to proceed north if you all are.
Yep.
You said he was on a cliff edge.
Did I?
I mean, if you wanted to give everyone the information you had.
I said the things you said.
Have we got any way we could maybe just give him a little nudge?
A nudge?
A nudge.
I'm just going to get my dice out.
Oh, a nudge. I could potentially try to distract him in the opposite direction to us.
Let's do that.
And then kick him off. Is that what you're thinking? Not kick him off the edge?
Nudge him off the edge.
I was kind of thinking like maybe a mage hand, little push or
Gust?
something like that. A telekinesis
Gust
spell.
isn't super strong. If he was quick on his feet, he'd not be pushed.
Come on,
Maybe
Barry.
send Barry to go chat to him.
Barry's too precious. No,
I don't. You're right. He is our morale right now. I can't risk that.
I suggest we maybe just try to sneak past him, torches off. Those of us with night lookers, we can lead the rest of the group. Just form a chain gang, hold each other's hands, and we can just try to quietly sneak our way past.
Okay.
A fine plan, Mr. Bill. Let us proceed.
And there is just one other option. I don't want to hold it up, but I can change shape. So I could potentially look like a bugbear if anyone thinks that would come in handy.
Let's keep that in our pocket for now.
Okay, we'll keep
Barry.
that in our pocket.
All right. Stig will put his hand upon American's shoulder. Lead forward.
All right.
right.
I want to get a stealth roll from everyone, including Barry.
Who's going to hold Barry's hand?
And Silda.
Come on, Barry.
I'm scared of holding Barry's hand.
I'm not touching Barry's hand.
I'm so curious as to who that person is.
It's probably someone helpful.
I'm sure it will be someone helpful. Probably a friend.
I think Barry is our only friend down here.
I've rolled a 14.
Can we try to time our most dangerous part with the crashing of the waves too?
Yeah, definitely. So what's everyone's... so American's got 14.
Stig has rolled an 11.
A 12.
I rolled-
Oh, yeah, 11.
I rolled a 15.
And a 17.
Cool. Barry rolled 16 and Sildar rolled a 9.
Oh,
But that's enough. That is enough
Big shoulders.
for you to be able to move slowly up this corridor.
We may have left a spider behind, just to let you know.
Oops. Runsing, get back here.
All right, let's just reveal just the edge of this thing. So you guys make your way up the stairs. American and Bill, are you sort of leading the pack, or are you midway through just to help guide, sort of have a guiding point in the middle of the group? Bill?
Yeah, just in the middle of the group.
Okay, cool. And each of you just slowly make your way up these stairs. Obviously, first you've extinguished all torches, and you're making your way up these stairs. You get to the top of the stairway, and each of you sort of listen out a little bit down to the right, where American has said there were stairs and a possible figure. And you can hear rushing water, and you can hear some muffled voices. So more than one. But you can see nothing other than Bill and American being able to see this figure down there, just a single figure. Are you guys continuing to the west? Okay, great. You guys.
Could I try casting Gust to bring the voices on the wind so we could hear them better?
You could always try. Give me a perception check to go with that.
Okay. I'm just gonna whisper to the wind to guide it as I do so. Perception. Oh, 8.
Yeah, you can still just hear the water, and just as you go to listen, it's just that booming sound of the wave crashing somewhere in this cave again. And you can't really make out anything more than some voices. You can't hear what they're saying.
Angry.
You can't make it out. You can't make it out.
Maybe
What
they're
if they
singing.
had Nundro?
Was one of them really short?
I don't know if you can tell from the voice.
High pitch.
So, are we going to move to the west, or are we going to investigate what's happening to the east?
We can't change plans halfway through with all 3 of our other party members blind. That would just be a disaster, surely.
we're getting the west sign, I think.
West side.
West side.
I'm right behind you, American.
All right.
To Nundro's aid.
You continue making your way down this corridor. About 10 feet down this corridor, you sort of feel a little bit of vibration, extra vibration underneath your feet.
Good vibrations.
Maybe some running water, possibly occurring directly underneath you. And you make your way further down, and the echoing in this part of the cavern seems to you can pick up, because a lot of you are used to being in the dark by now. You've noticed that there's a bit more of a dampening sound at the end of this corridor. American and Bill, you can see that there is past this this turn to the right up ahead, that this area too has succumbed to a cave-in. You eventually get to this turn to the right, and you see a pair of double doors being held by Dumbledore. No, sorry, it just rhymed, so I just had to. Sorry.
And Sildar's right behind us.
Of course, yeah.
And Barry.
Nice.
Oh, double doors.
Yeah. You have in front of you just a big set of stone doors.
Right, I'm going to whisper that I can see stone doors and to watch out for the rubble.
This must be him, right? This must be Knizner.
Let's assume he's on the other side of this door. Are we ready?
I'm going to send a message into each of the party's minds. The message to Merrick is going to be, I think this is it. Stay back. Make sure we don't fuck up the situation. Tell us we're going to do something wrong. And I turn to Sig and say, get ready to jump in. I say the same thing to Loris. And then I say to Baron, bugbear boy.
Should I do my bugbear thing? Do you think I should?
That's what I'm replying in my mind.
Okay.
I'm going to hold up my hands as well so that no one goes rushing in quite yet.
Let me see how this...
Can we have a listen at the door and hear anything?
Yeah, you can give me a perception.
I'm guessing we won't, but I'm going to try.
Yeah.
16.
With a roll of 16, it seems to be awfully quiet behind there. You can hear like a real subtle tapping sound maybe, but multiple taps.
I've got another question. Is there any light coming from under the door?
Yes, there is a little bit of light coming out from underneath the cracks around the stone door.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to do my spell called Change What You Look Like.
That's the technical name for it, the official term.
Very good.
Bugbearology.
Actually, what's it called? Disguise
Snapchat.
self, it's called. Yeah, Snapchat.
I'm going to look.
This is fucking difficult. All right.
Oh, sweet hat, dude. So good.
Okay.
I've got. I want to take the invisibility potion out and look at it.
G'day.
Ooh,
Oh.
an invisibility potion that you're looking
I'm gonna
at.
look at it because I'm trying to figure out if I know how long it'll last. Because I don't want to waste such a precious magical item.
Well, I don't know if you know anything about invisibility potions. I don't know if you can tell by looking at it.
Can I respond to Bill's message and ask him, should I drink? Is now the time? Is now the time to drink the potion?
I don't even reply.
Rude.
And using the cantrip, I just nod, wide-eyed.
The nod
Do it.
cantrip.
Yeah.
Nod cantrip.
It's an incredibly weak cantrip.
I'm gonna use my nod
Still
cantrip.
takes a full
back.
action.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink it.
And
Wow.
I'm just gonna try to like hide around this corner, but just ready to back up the Baron.
I need to school
you gotta
myself
hide.
on how long this invisibility potion lasts as well. Let's have a quick look. Okay, now I know. Great, cool. So you've thrown it back, American?
I have.
Okay, great. So the within the pitch black, the only person that sees you disappear is Bill. Bill sees the black and white form of you just slowly fading out of existence. Runs in, now standing next to what apparently seems to be nothing. Sig, you had your hand on American. You can still feel her there in front of you. You have no idea that she is now completely invisible. So does...
I'm gonna whisper to the crew that, guys, I just drank the invisibility potion.
I can still see you.
Sig silently thumbs up his thumb.
I also think nobody knows right now that the Baron is a bugbear.
Really?
Well,
Well, he
I
just told me
know,
to do. Oh.
That was all like. I mean, Bill knows,
Yeah.
but the rest have no idea because it was all done just meant psychically.
Don't freak out, guys. But I look like a bugbear right now.
Okay.
I've got a question. So did he alter his clothing as well to look like a bugbear's clothing?
Yeah, even my glass stuff can be changed into a look different.
But not the hat.
The hat stays.
He's like, it's my personal look.
Yeah.
So good.
No, this is what the hat.
So nervous.
Okay, everyone hide around the corner. What should I say if I go in there? Should I say that the skull is destroyed? And I'll hope that they run out. Something like that. And then you guys can clobber him. Okay.
I'm just going to say, just if Nundro's there, do everything you can to keep him alive.
Yeah, I'll look after Fun Bro.
Fun bro.
Fun bro.
So cute.
And I'm just gonna cast message one more time and just remember, Twangy, bugbear twang.
Yeah.
Twangy. Is it twangy enough? G'day, mate. G'day, mate. No, g'day, mate. That's how they sound. Okay.
Okay.
Say truth.
Baron, I'm gonna get
Truth.
I want to get a performance roll from you right now, and this is gonna dictate how
really?
how well you sell yourself. It's gonna be.
I don't have to worry about my real performance.
I'll let you. No, you still have to do it.
Can he roll with advantage for my coaching?
Yeah, okay.
Given my theatrical training?
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah. Okay.
So can I help
I'll
him?
do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bill's
natural,
Oh, I
Natural
mean,
20.
come on. Come on. That's
natural 20
amazing.
and what? Oh, 5.
Okay.
Oh, Struth, mate.
You guys spin just back and forth, just mentally
Double
for a bit.
dingoes.
And it sounds like, Bill, you're just like, just a little bit more harsher on the A's. You need to be a little more subtle on this. And it only takes you a good. He's a quick student, and he manages to just perfect it and just starts running it on himself just really well. And I think
WA, mate.
I think for a moment, like you're actually amazingly impressed. A wizard should not be this skilled at this kind of level of performance.
Maybe it's my spirit animal.
You've got a future in the theater if this whole wizard thing doesn't pan out.
Or with the bugbears. Okay.
All right.
Get in position.
So
Hey, American, you should come in with me because you're invisible.
Okay.
All right. And maybe secretly untie Funbro if we see him.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
this is
I'm gonna-
amazing.
I'm going to
try
open
and
up the
time-
door, mate.
I am so
I'm gonna try and
excited
time
about
my
this.
footsteps with him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, walk in my dusty footsteps.
You push on the door, both of you together. It's a decent sized stone door, and you push it forward. But there's no way you can do this quietly. It grinds against the ground and almost announces your presence to whatever is in the room.
Oh, boy.
Okay, you can see 6 cracked marble pillars lining the walls of the hall. At the north end is a massive statue of a dwarf seated on a throne. He's got an enormous warhammer that looks amazingly similar to the one that you've seen Sig holding across his lap. There's a large emerald gleaming in the statue's eyes. The dust and debris covering the floor has been swept to one side, and there's a campsite of sorts now sort of spread across in front of the statue. There's a half dozen bedrolls and packs neatly arranged around this rough-built fire pit, and a wooden table stands on the west side of the room between 2 pillars. What you also see is 4 giant spiders standing in this room, flanking a dark elf dressed in black leather armor and robes. He clutches in his hand a staff that you heard Jangha detail to you before, with a spider carved into stone or at atop the thing. And he turns and looks in your direction, saying nothing.
And there's no sign of Funbro.
There is an exit. Oh, there's like a corridor heading out on the east, on the
But
eastern
nothing
wall.
we can see. Oh, yeah, there's a opening there. Okay. All right. Boss! Hey, Bob. Crikey dick dingoes. True.
Yes. What is it?
We killed the skull, mate. It's gone. Exploded.
That is great news. Can you tell
Tell me about it.
Well, you tell me about it. Look,
Well,
why
I
don't
wiped out just about everybody, but I survived.
that is actually quite amazing. I
you.
would suggest letting Valak know at once. Get him to send the bugbears with him to ensure that we have enough strength for what lies beyond.
The bugbears were all wiped out.
All of them?
Yeah. They all got taken down by a fireball. A big double dick fireball.
A double what?
Yeah, a big one.
But what about Valak?
Oh, I haven't seen him.
Well, then not
Maybe
all
he
of the
ran
bugbears have gone. God damn it, you guys are stupid!
Oh, where's he gone?
You know very well where Valak is. He is searching for the gauntlet.
All right, but I don't think we can take him down because all the bugbears are gone.
Why would you be wanting to take down Valak?
Not for luck. I mean, going beyond. All right, I'll go tell for luck. Sorry, and I'll walk out backwards.
Incompetent!
Hey, and I'll whisper to American, what are you going to do?
Are you still just like standing in the doorway?
No, I'm walking. As I'm walking backwards,
Okay,
I'm going to
cool,
be like,
cool.
what are you going to do, American?
She's just gonna say nothing.
He's yelling,
Like, follow him back out the door. She's like,
he's yelling at me.
Like, the Baron has no idea where you are, by the way.
she just pokes him on the elbow and says nothing.
Okay, let's back. Go check out that door, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. Let's back out.
As long as I'm not gonna say anything until we're backed out of the room.
That
All
was
right,
intense.
you guys close the doors behind you?
No.
The doors are still open.
I'm going to
No, you
run
gotta
away.
close the door.
No, don't close the door. Otherwise, they will hear us when we go back in.
Okay. So the
He'll
doors...
hear us talking out here. If we
No,
don't
we'll
close
just
the
we'll
door.
walk as we go.
Close
further down.
the door! God!
No, I've already
damn it.
gone.
Ugh.
And I'm just going to whisper to everyone, he must be talking about the guy who's down the hallway.
I'm just gonna start like trying to pass messages between people using message.
I want to say, no sign of a hostage situation. Perhaps I could creep in and explore, and you guys could try and explode his head and whatnot.
Yeah, let's not alert the other guy first. Should we just fuck him up? But
I
you
feel
gotta
like
watch
we
out
should
for
just fuck him
spiders.
up. But Bill, can you keep messaging us? If I explore that other room and I get in trouble, will you be in touch with me? How does this work?
You guys, I think, American, you turn to your left and you see a spider, just this enormous spider, making its way to this door, and it uses its legs and teeth to try and grab at the door, and instead it shoots some web onto one of the doors and wraps a foot around it and slams one of the doors, shoots another bit of web onto the other door, wraps its foot around it and pulls that door shut.
Okay.
Fucking spiders.
I could try and befriend one of those spiders as well.
Okay.
Perhaps take the threat level down a little.
That's changed our plans, though. They're in there. Should we kill this guy down the hallway?
Why?
Otherwise, he's going to attack us from the back.
Perhaps we enter the room, close the doors behind us, and just fuck him up from there.
Okay.
We should do that. I'm going to look for Nandro while you guys do the aforementioned fucking up, yes?
How about you look for Nandro first? You can open
Yes! Yes.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
How
Okay.
How are we going to open the doors then?
I'm going to message Merrick and say, you can't open the doors without them knowing that you've opened the doors.
The Baron
Yes,
could open the door
Baron
one more
will do
time.
it.
I'll do
And
it.
he could be like, I forgot my pin.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I have one
I'll
more
say
thing to
that
say.
the
Okay,
other guy.
I'm going to get another stealth roll from everyone because you guys are talking a lot in character to each other.
I'm using
Loris,
message.
but everyone else is...
I've got messages as well. And it was good.
Okay, so
Okay.
everyone's
All
just
messages.
getting a part of this plan then.
Yeah, so I
Loris
said,
says,
Because
I would be ferrying messages between people.
okay, all right. I'll let that.
It's
I'll let
like,
that happen.
operator.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't going to get Loris to roll anyway. Loris has been very quiet, so that's fine.
Can I
Loris
say?
is literally confused as hell as what's going on. He's got words going in his head. He's like, I
Yeah.
have no idea what's going on.
Bill, somehow
Okay.
you're not sure how you've done this, but in a moment of clarity, all of your minds are connected.
Whoa.
Thank you, Mr. Bill. That made it a lot less painful for this conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know how long I can hold this, but we should make use of it. So, should we take out this other guy, or should we just try to get Knizner?
I do agree with Sig, but I think someone has to. How about I run in there and say to the other guy, what was his name?
Vlad.
Helstra?
Valak.
Oh, Valag. Gets us to run in. I'll say Valag told me to run into the other room.
Perfect.
And I'll run in there with American and we can have a look. At the same time, and 5 seconds later, as soon as I get over there, you guys run in.
Let's do it.
And all attack the same thing.
Yes.
Shall we decide what we're attacking now before we charge into the room and have this discussion again?
Yeah.
The first person to attack, everyone else focuses on that foe until it is slain.
Okay. Cool.
Sig
Perfect.
puts his hand in like a cheerleader.
Okay.
Go team.
I say,
My
leave me a 30-foot cube just in the middle,
I'll measure it out for you.
just for fun.
30-foot cube.
That's a big space.
Let's
In the
do it.
middle? Okay. All right. I'm going to run over. All set, American?
yes.
All right, crikey. Okay. Jangha.
Sig waves over to Sildar. Come a bit closer, man.
And Sildar, where do you want Sildar?
Just below Loris.
Okay.
That looks tactical as. Good man.
Okay, perfect. Baron, how long does this spell of yours last?
1 hour.
Okay, sweet. Is it a concentration spell or is it just a duration?
Is it concentration? That's a good. I don't think it's concentration.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Can
Let's
we
never
all?
see it.
Are we all readying actions? I would like to ready an action.
Okay. What would you like to ready?
The action is when Knizner becomes hostile, I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
It's called Hypnotic Pattern.
Ooh. Dang. All right.
He's going to be tripping.
That's pretty cool, actually. That's awesome.
Hmm.
That sounds great, Bill.
Okay, I can run 30 feet so I can get to the gap. So we push it open.
Yeah. And
Yes.
again, the doors scrape against the flooring and again announce your presence to everything in the room. And Knizner turns and says, "Oh, God damn it. What is it now?"
Oh, sorry, boss. Sorry about that. Telstra told me to go and get his stuff out of his room. Or he forgot his keys or something. I have to go get all his bags. I'm just going to walk over there.
He
Run for
he
America.
watches you, he hears you and sees you make your way across the room, and he just puts an arm out, and before you can move into that corridor, American,
Oh.
one of the spiders moves across and blocks that doorway, and he says, "Tell me again, why are you heading in that direction?"
Telstra forgot his keys. Or something. He just told me to get his bag.
Bill?
Can I use my readied spell?
You said you wanted it if when he was becoming hostile.
Oh, he's not.
Oh, is that not hostile yet?
He's always hostile.
He's just questioning at the moment. Yeah.
Nice spiders.
Would it not be Bill's understanding of what hostile looks like? So wouldn't moving a spider, if Bill considers that to be hostile? Like he's reacting
always
to
like
it.
He's just blocking it. He's not attacking. He's not doing anything to you guys. Would Bill see that as hostile?
I don't know. That's up to Bill, isn't it? Like that's why I'm suggesting. It's like if Bill sees that as hostile, he can react.
Yeah, I think Bill has a pretty good grasp on like the subtlety of interaction. So I don't know if he would be like, "Oh yeah, that's definitely hostile."
Yeah.
I'm not getting attacked or something.
It's borderline.
Okay.
He's just a rude guy.
He's just
It's like cocking a gun.
like he's dealing with what he believes to be just a stupid underling at the moment. And Knizner points to one of the beds in the room, and he says, "I don't know what Valak has told you to obtain, but his belongings are over here."
Oh, where can you ping it on the map?
And they're just up against one of the western walls.
The western wall. Okay, well I'll head over towards that way then. Well, sorry about that. I thought he had the ensuite. He slept in the ensuite. Get over this way.
You bugbears in your bizarre terminology. And he's just keeping an eye on you the entire time.
Okay, I go and rummage around in the bed. Don't mind me, sorry, sir.
And one of the sleeping areas just has like a little V embroidered on one of the pillows. That's signalizing Valak's.
Valak. Just for clear. Okay, well, I'm just going to go through that, and I'm just going to say over to Knizner, some great spiders in here.
I want to know, is the spider still blocking the door, or can I slip through?
Oh no, the spider is still there for now. He goes, yes. What have you found? What you're looking for over there?
Still haven't found what I'm looking for. I'm just going to be going searching under the. I'm just going to be basically picking up the whole, or rolling over the pillows and everything like that, and pushing them.
Yeah,
kicking stuff around.
Right, while he's doing that, can I back out of the room, out of earshot of our new friend?
I was just going to say,
message.
I wasn't sure if this was going to change what you were going to say or not, American, but the spider has started making its way back to its original position.
Okay.
Because I can send a message to American with my mind. I got message. And I'll say, I'm just trying to stall so the spider goes away.
Yeah. And you've managed to stall enough for the spider to move back to its original position. American, if you're going to move past, I'm going to have to get another stealth check from you, because you are walking within 10 feet of this thing.
Yes. American's basically holding her breath and sweating a lot right now.
Use your spider sense.
My spider sense is tingling, and not in a good way. I have rolled a 19 for stealth.
All right, I'm going to roll a perception check for the spider. You rolled a 19. All right, so you hold your breath. And you've got your eye on that spider, the closest one to the door, as it just sort of puts itself back into its position. Its little feet sort of tapping on the stone as it gets into position. And you hold your breath and you take one step forward. And nothing in the room seems to notice your movement. And you take another step forward. And after a few steps, you turn to the right and see this corridor moving further off to the east. You can see a door on the left-hand side of this corridor and some stairs leading down into this corridor as well. You manage to continue step by step into this corridor, and you make it to the door on the left.
Can I hear anything?
Give me a perception check.
I've rolled a 19 again.
Let's have a listen. No, I don't think. I think it's pretty quiet behind there, but again, there is a bit of light coming out from the cracks and around the stonework of this door.
Agonizing.
Kind of flickering. Looks like there might be a fire of some sort within this room.
All right. I'll evaluate what I do next based on what everyone else does.
Okay. Baron, what's the Baron up to?
I'm just still rummaging.
And I'm going to message back to him that I've made it out of the room.
Okay. Do you have message?
Yeah, I've got
He messaged me so I can reply.
Okay, cool. Cool. Baron, I think Knizner is starting to get a little impatient with the bugbear that's clearly incompetent in front of him.
Yes, I can sense it. I'm just going to message American. Do you think he's safe? Funbro's safe in that room, possibly, and we should just you block that entrance. I'll attack him from the side, and then everyone will attack at the same time, I guess.
I'm just going to message back. I see multiple avenues for me to take. If anyone makes a ruckus, I'm going to try and get into this room and see.
Are you going to go in the room?
I can't open the door without making a noise.
All right. I think
or maybe
at this
just
point...
open the noise. I'll just do a really loud cough, and you open the door. Okay.
Brian, stop! It's not a joke right now, Brian.
Sorry.
I think Knizner's starting to get really frustrated. He's like, why don't you tell Velak to come get what he needs? He's just down the corridor. Just go and get him.
He's so
and
lazy.
I just want you out of my sight.
No. Okay. That's very depressing.
Your very presence is bothering me. Leave.
Okay. All right. Sorry. All right. Yeah. The map move. Fucking hell. I'm just going to trip over. And I'm going to be behind this pillar.
He's going to trip over and go behind the pillar.
Yeah, I'm going to message Bill and say, just fucking attack him, I reckon.
Bill,
I'll distract him, just hit him.
Bill, you've been watching whatever you could from this vantage point in the hallway. And you've seen... Well, you haven't seen where Mirakin's gone. You don't know where Mirakin is. But you have heard everything that the Baron has been saying out loud to Knizner. And you've just received this message telling you to attack. Just fucking attack him.
Yeah, I'm going to let rip.
Okay.
Oh.
Let it rip.
So this is with your hypnotic pattern?
Correct. So a swirl of like neon colored stars kind of form a twisting pattern in the air. And I'm going to center it far enough away from Baron. There must be a spot.
Now, we're going to do the same rules as sleep. You're not going to be able to cast it within a wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 30-foot cube, so you should be able to get it without hitting.
Yes,
Yeah, Brian.
Part of that cube can totally hit a wall. That's totally fine.
Yeah, so I'm going to center it in this square here, which looks like it hits everybody that I intend it to hit.
Okay. It
looks like an 80s disco.
Ooh.
All right, what I'm going to get from everybody right now is a roll of initiative.
This is it.
I'm in shock. I'm in shock that we found Knizner.
Click your token. Click your token.
Make sure you click your token.
It's your last chance.
It's the last chance to get this right, guys.
No.
I've rolled a 6.
I rolled a 4.
I'll give Barry a roll.
I rolled a 17.
Sigur's rolled 12.
Let's give Barry a roll. Because he's still here.
Yes, I want Barry to do sexy dance as the disco's going off. I want him to stand in the double doors.
Can you get him to vogue or
Whoa,
something?
you guys
That'd
had
be
some
really
yeah.
good.
seriously low rolls for the majority. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to start at the top of the turn order. At
Do
the
they work to save?
well, no, we'll get to your turn when it's.
Oh,
when
we're
it's...
not going to do the disco? I'm waiting for the disco, go boof, and then I'm running.
Well, I guess this is going to give us all a chance to set the scene for the battle that's about to go down.
Okay.
So, Baron,
All right.
you've just sent this message out. Is there anything you'd like to do before we kick this off?
Yeah, I'm just going to stumble up to the top left of the room.
Okay. And Knizner is just
in a coughing fit.
Knizner is just like face palming. He's watching you, and he's just so annoyed by your very existence right now. Sig, you haven't really seen or heard much right now.
Sig is standing in the hallway with anticipation just prior to the big battle he knows will about to commence. He looks over to Mr. Loris and Sildar and reluctantly Barry, and then back to Bill, and leaves his hand on Bill's shoulder, awaiting the signal to charge.
And Barry just looks over at you and goes,
He's a good boy.
yeah. It is the spiders' turns. And they're just continuing what they were doing before, which is like a whole lot of nothing. The one closest to the bugbear in the room has rotated as the Baron made its way north. So he's got the attention of this spider in front of him. Mirakin.
Not good.
I'm standing poised next to the door. As soon as I hear the ruckus I assume is going to be breaking out, I'm going to try and whip open the door and look inside.
Mirakin, I say almost perfectly timed. Another boom from the cave echoes out.
Okay, I'm going to open the door
Okay.
Yeah, good.
a crack and just peek inside at first.
Just a crack? Okay.
Just a crack.
What you see in this room is dusty drapes adorning the walls of the room. There's also a bed and a brazier that is sort of almost lighting this room enough. It's still pretty dark in here, but your dark vision mixed with this is enough for you to see a badly disheveled dwarf lying against the back wall. He's bound and unconscious on the floor.
Nandro! It must be Nandro. I'm gonna slip inside that door as fast as I can and run towards him.
Okay, great.
And I'd like to use my action whispering to him, I know this seems strange, but I'm an invisible elf and I've come to help you. And I'm going to start cutting his bonds.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. He is unconscious, by the way, so we didn't hear a word of what you just said.
I know, but I said it anyway.
Okay, cool. That's perfect. It is Kniznar's turn. And he just puts a hand out to the giant spider that's closest to the Baron. He says, "Get this bumbling fool out of here." And that's how he spends his turn. Bill, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I cast my my 80s disco. I do have a song that I'm going to
Of course you do.
sing, but I'm going to use it to inspire. Whose one am I going to use? I think I'm going to use the Barons because he's in there. So the tune in the 80s disco sounds like this. We've been traveling past and back in Phandelver. We took down red brands and glassed that for the win. We stopped the zombie herd of his zombies in the bin. Oh, oh. We proved to Agatha we were without sin. Oh, oh. You were the first one. Oh, oh.
You were the last one, Baron Byron Necromancer. Baron Byron Necromancer. Gundren died and broke our hearts. It's all the blame on Knizner.
Nice.
And I hope you feel inspired.
Oh, me.
Yes.
I was inspired. Oh, I thought this was to go with the disco.
The image of a bard just bursting flamboyantly into the room singing is incredible to me. I love it.
Definitely
Well,
feel
it was
inspired.
both. So it was my main action was to cast the hypnotic thing, but I'm also going to inspire the Baron, because I mean it's not really a disco without music.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
I need
just
you to sort of describe what's happening in the room with this light show.
So I think a bunch of like trippy patterns begin appearing in the room. I'd like for a lot of them to be. I'd like to be like a huge star that's visible around Bill
Oh yeah.
as he's singing, and just kind of spotlights and like crazy discotheque going on, like flashing in the spider's eyes. And
Yeah. Does that mean it is touching you, or is it just in front of you? Like you've just bursted out from you, so you're not part of
It's
that
like-
30-foot cube.
well, you know how lights work with there's like a center of where they are, and
Yeah.
then they kind of
Yeah, cool.
zoom out and photons
Alright.
go wherever they want, man.
All right, well let's roll. So everyone has to do a wisdom saving throw. Is that right?
Correct. Which is I'm aware is not really my forte when they have to wisdom save, but
All right.
I feel good about this.
All right. I'm gonna roll for each of the spiders. Yeah. What do they have to beat?
Something I should know.
Yeah.
14.
Here we go. So the spider on the left, closest to the door, rolls a 9 and fails. The spider closest to the door on the right rolls a 9 and fails. The spider closest to Baron rolls an 8 and fails.
Yay.
The fourth spider rolls a 9 and fails. Knizner, who I assume is also caught up in this,
He sure is.
rolls a 19.
I feel those 4 fails, though, John, is the dice trying to make up for all the times that you've failed on everything else. Like those are 4 successes in a row.
So
True.
so they're charmed, but in a different. It's not a charm, is it? It's they just lose speed. They're incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
So incapacitated means they can't take actions.
Damn, do they get to at least try and fight against this hypnotic pattern, or does it just last?
Once they get hit, it's over.
Oh shit! So that's 1 minute.
Sorry.
That's 10 rounds of them
Yeah, so
being out of
once-
action.
Yeah. So as long as nobody hits them.
Right.
The hip frog.
Can you make sure that we all know that? I'm just saying that out of character, but it's important because otherwise Loris is just going to charge in and smash a spider.
See, this is the problem. I already used my bonus action.
Yeah.
It's a free.
It depends if the DM says it's a free action or a bonus action to say. Because I don't know if I know who saves and who doesn't.
That's true.
But if I was,
That is
if I was
true.
allowed
Wouldn't
if I
you?
was allowed to yell anything, I would say, "One at a time."
You wouldn't know
Yeah.
until it was their turn. And
Everyone
you
already
noticed-
knows.
When you
We
noticed
already
they
know
weren't
to take the
moving.
same creature.
Yeah, we know the plan.
So,
Yeah. All right, let's
what I would say is that none of you, not even Bill, knows which one has been affected and which one hasn't at this point until they have their turn. In which case you'll see that they can't take an action and you might piece it together.
They don't have hypno frog eyes.
Not at this point.
They would look a little bit spaced out. But I
Which
mean,
which would kick in when it's their turn. So from
Somebody
right now,
spiked the punch.
so from right now you have no idea who it is affecting or not affecting.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It is not that bugbear's turn. That bugbear is dead, so we'll get rid of that. Loris, over to you.
This is why I asked the question.
So you have no idea.
So what have I seen? Like, I've basically been standing back here, seen or heard the song. Would I have seen the lights? Because I'm not really even looking around the corner.
Probably not. You would have just
I haven't seen nothing.
you would have
They're
seen.
pretty fluorescent.
What's that? Sorry, Bill.
They're
they're pretty fluorescent. There'd be like a bunch of crazy shit
You've
happening.
seen
It only affects the people inside of the.
yeah.
Okay.
What happens? Yeah, what happens when there's lots of flashing lights from multiple different areas is you just get a cacophony of shadows being burst out in a bunch of different angles. So you'll just see these tall shadows streaking their ways across the ground and out the wall into the corridor that you're in.
Okay.
And you would have heard Bill singing as well.
Just thinking, like, no one's attacked anything. The instruction I was given was we're attacking the same thing. I was kind of waiting, not wanting to rush in and destroy anything. So, and no one's really said attack. So I'm just kind of not sure whether I should attack or not. I'm going to hesitate, and it just because I'm not really sure.
You know, Bill has just burst into the door.
Burst into the door, yeah. So he's like, he burst into the room. So I'm thinking I'm just going to kind of move into here to sort of see what's going on.
Okay, this is when you finally see everything that everyone else is seeing. You just see 4 enormous spiders and a dark elf dressed in leathers at the back of the room.
So I know Baron's dressed as a bugbear.
Yeah, well, he did mention it. He did mention it, yes.
Yeah.
And you do see a bugbear up in the far corner.
Baron up in the corner. Okay. So I think I'm just going to wait here because I can sort of see all these spiders standing around. I can see Knizner or this dark elf standing there, obviously looking a bit pissed off at the Baron and all that sort of stuff. But I'm just going to stand there and wait until I kind of get further instructions because that's kind of my job at the moment.
I don't know if I'm going to allow that.
This is you are
okay for the last 34 sessions, right? Loris runs in and he attacks.
Loris has no rage. He's like unrageable right now.
I feel there's a bit of metagaming here.
How far can you go?
Dave knows that there's something.
I can go from here to here is 20 feet. I can move 40 feet, so I can probably just get to about there.
At a dash.
I mean, as a
normal, because I can move 40 feet at the moment, so I can move from there.
Yeah, I mean, a straight line from the doorway will get you to one. Yeah,
I could probably reach there. Yeah, one of the front spiders I could reach. I think.
Do it.
Go.
Be Loris. I don't want to hear Dave saying, "I know I can't hit one of these." I want to hear what Loris will do.
This is where I'm confused because Loris is growing and behaving. All right, fine. Loris is just going to charge. Take one of
Keep
these
in
guys.
mind, we did say to Loris, like, let's go and fuck them up when we burst in. So, like, I don't see why he'd be confused at this point.
Question about that, did I hear that? Or was that just...
Yes, that was, everyone heard let's fuck them up.
Yeah, the whole message thing was kind of lost on there, but... All right, fine. I'm charging on that one. And I still haven't decided what weapon I'm going to use. So yeah, I'll use the mace because that's kind of what I've been carrying around at the moment, and my axe is still tucked away. So it's 2 attacks with him. I'm just going to charge in, and literally, how big are these spiders? Like, are they half my height?
That's a really, really good question. These things they
look pretty big.
Are taller than you.
Are taller than me. Okay,
yeah.
Right. Awesome.
That's terrifying.
7-foot tall spiders.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm just going to charge it and smash to, like, I guess, the head part as I can with one of them.
All right. Roll to hit.
Where am I? With my mace, not my raging mace, my mace. So attack 1 is a 23 doing 10 damage. And then my second attack, after coming down, I'm just going to swing it back up into its stomach. And second attack is a 20 doing 7 damage.
Yeah, nice. Both of those are hits. You absolutely... was it the mace? Oh, yeah, the mace. You really rattle the head of this spider, and you end up doing 17 damage, which is pretty awesome. Oops, what's happening? Cool. Okay, great, yeah. And this thing just hisses back at you. Anything else from Loris?
Nope, I'm sitting there waiting for my crew to come in and attack the spider with me.
Cool. It is Barry's turn.
He's been given his instructions.
What was his instruction?
Stand in the double doors and do a sexy dance to the disco.
And Barry does exactly that. He just makes his way into the doorway. Does he enter the room? Does he take one step into the room?
Yeah, about there is good.
Yeah, great. And he just does this. He puts his hands on the back of his head and he just starts kind of like gyrating his hips. And he's like, Barry, Barry. And it is
Hoping to see it, but okay.
It is Sildar's turn, and he too knows to charge, and mess everything up. I think, luckily for you guys, he only has a speed of 30 and just charges into the middle of the room, withdrawing his crossbow, and I think he's gonna attack the one that Loris attacked as well. So in one smooth move, he just reaches for his crossbow, pulls it off over his shoulder, and just lets a bolt fly. And this just like sinks deep into the side of this spider as well, doing 5 damage.
Get into the thorax.
Right in that thorax.
Go, Sildar.
Right in the old thorax. Eat shit, you goddamn spider bitch.
Yeah.
Sildar screams. And we're back with the Baron.
All right.
Does Sildar still have 2 attacks?
Depends on his attack. With a crossbow, no.
Okay, sweet.
Here's a double crossbow.
Yeah. It's 2 melee attacks or 1 ranged attack.
I'm going to attack that same spider, and I'm going to attack it with chill touch. I'm going to look at an 11.
An 11 is a miss.
Boo.
Boo. But Knizner saw.
I was looking.
He was been watching.
I'm behind the thing.
Ooh. I think he would have still seen a little ghostly hand come out from behind him.
Okay. Right.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little hand.
A ghostly reach
Give
around.
me a stealth check for your ghostly hand.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
And I'll give a perception check for Knizner.
Stealth. Oh. 18.
That's enough.
Crikey.
He does not
Crikey,
see.
Dick.
He does not see the ghostly apparition of a hand. But it misses anyway, so it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Is there anything
That'll
else?
No, but I do really want to get behind this pillar.
Okay.
Don't forget you've got a D8 Bardic Inspiration as well.
Oh, and I can use that to. Oh, no, I don't. I know that it missed.
Not right now, but
Yeah.
Fantastic, thank you.
Okay, cool. Sig, over to you.
Sig has been amping to enter this battle, and with his boots of striding and springing, he bolts into the room and then leaps into the range of the spider, and then brings down his hammer in a one-handed swipe into the mid-mandible.
Okay, perfect. Give me a roll.
I can't help picture you in my mind now from last week. It's so accurate. So that's a miss of a 10, I assume. And then for this,
I haven't seen the roll yet. Weird. So you rolled a 10?
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
And then for the second attack, I will swing back again, this time getting a 19 for 10 bludgeoning damage.
Is anyone else seeing the rolls? They haven't happened
Nope.
for me. No. You've turned off your 3D dicey rolly rolls. Although they haven't even shown up either.
You can't see it in the chat window either?
No. So I'll take your word for it. So you got a 10, which is a miss. It hits one of the legs of the spider and just bounces off. Boom. And then you gather yourself and just swing hard again and manage to connect this time. What was the damage on that 19?
10 bludgeoning.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you do some serious damage to the spider, and you manage to actually crunch in a part of its side. It's like got this concave hammer mark in its side now, and you can see bits of its in it, like some sort of greenish blood maybe dripping from its side. Anything else, Sig? No. Okay.
That is all.
It is the giant spider's turn. 3 of them, you notice, now have kind of the majority of their eyes. They've got 8 eyes, yeah, and not that you can really tell how much life is in a spider's eyes. They just seem docile. They can't. They're just completely solid. They're not moving. They're not reacting to anything that's happening in the room, except for the one that you've been attacking.
Like they're watching TV.
Yeah, exactly like that. And it just shoots out. The one that has been attacked by both Loris and Sig shoots out a wad of this web right onto Sig. So Sig, can I get a DC? Can I get a DC 12 of strength check? Let's see if you can do this.
A strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Is it saving throw? Yeah.
Sig rolls an 18.
Was it any different? Sorry, was it any difference? Was there a different modifier for just a strength check?
Sig also clicks on strength and gets an 11.
We'll take the modifier of 3. So you rolled a 15 instead of the original 18, but that is enough. Sure. And so it does manage to cover your shield, but it doesn't seem to do much more than that. And that's all it does. I think that's all that spider does as well. It's standing its ground despite being rather damaged. American, we're back with you with this beaten, damaged dwarf in this room.
Right. I've last turn I frantically took my dagger out and cut his bonds.
Mm-hmm.
And she's feverishly starts whispering, "Oh, Nandro, the spirits of nature must heal you, Nandro." And she starts waving her staff back and forth, and an apparition comes out, and she has cast a healing spirit, but this time it does not take the form of a spider. It takes the form of a ghostly squirrel, and it clambers onto him. And it does that cute thing with the hands. It's like sitting on its back legs. It's like this. It's got a ghost nut as well.
He's rolled a d6. He's rolled a d6, which has given him just a single hit point, unfortunately. The other thing you notice about Nandro is he's not wearing any armor. He's just wearing some torn clothing. His eyes open and he sees you, and he can't believe his eyes.
Well, does he see me? Oh no,
he doesn't. He just sees a squirrel.
He sees a ghostly squirrel, and he hears a disembodied whisper.
I think so. So what's the whisper? What does he hear?
Well, she's just whispering healing words over him.
Right. Okay, so I think Gundren will just open his eyes.
Gundren?
Nandro.
Gundren's alive.
Triggering. Nandro opens his eyes and he sees this ghostly squirrel on his chest, and he smiles and just reaches out to pat it again. I guess it passes through it, but as it passes through, he feels just a little bit stronger.
She starts whispering again. Is it you, Nandro? Surely it's you, Nandro. Don't be alarmed. I'm here to help you. I'm invisible.
Okay. We'll come back to that. It is Knizner's...
Is that my turn? Because that was actually just a bonus action.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I still have an action if
We can go back.
But it's up to you if just talking to him is my action.
Yeah, I mean, it's a turn is a 6-second thing, yeah? So we can say that you've spent your bonus action creating this thing and 6 seconds to maybe talk to him about some stuff.
I think it...
Unless there is a specific action you'd like to do. I'm a pretty nice DM.
I'll run back over to the door.
Okay.
And just peek out.
I think Nandro hears the running of the footsteps as well. And he just looks towards the door. There it was.
You could probably see my shadow, actually.
You're invisible. So light passes through you.
I don't know the rules of invisibility.
The whole thing is that light passes through you.
Okay.
Except for your shadow.
Someone throw some paint on me and we'll have a different story.
Oh, yeah.
Knizner. It is Knizner's turn. Oh, sorry, you're running to the door. You've still got an action. Running is just movement.
I could. I don't want to reveal my location just yet. I want to make sure Nundra's okay.
Okay.
So I'm just going to wait to give him time to recombobulate himself.
All right. And speaking of recombobulating, we'll take our 5 minutes.
Actually,
Oh, come on.
can I look around the room and see if he has like anything? Yeah. Anything of use in the room?
No, there's nothing. There's just the beard, the rope that bound him, and a barely lit brazier lighting the room.
In a chest.
A chest full of treasure, you say? Fantastic.
He's lit his brazier.
Did I say there was a chest? Did I say there was a
He's
chest?
a feminist. He's burnt his brazier.
Janking your Jangus.
All right. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I say and don't say these days. All right. Okay.
Definitely.
Now, is it safe to say we can have a 5-minute break? American, is there anything else?
Actually, no.
Okay, we'll take a 5-minute break where people can go and quench their thirsts.
Okay.
Look after themselves. Stay hydrated, folks. I know I will be.
Are you selling water or?
Am I selling water?
Yeah, it sounds like you're about to advertise water.
You too can drink Getting Dicey water.
Oh, Getting Dicey
Bottled in the
goblets.
Philippines. So I just want you guys to know, for the viewers as well, they have summoned Billy. But I've turned off the countdown now. I'm sure people can see that there is no longer a countdown. That's because you have summoned the final Billy.
Like the song.
And it's the final. But I don't think now is the right. I've got plans for Billy, so just know that he has been summoned. But you may not see him tonight. I'm sorry to say. It may happen. It depends on what happens with the crew.
Unless Billy is Knizner.
Did you see that someone donated $20 as well?
I did. Desmarius gave us a $20 donation, which means he gets to help design an NPC in the next session.
Whoa, that's cool.
So basically work with me through Discord, my man, and we'll figure out some traits and some things for an NPC. And we'll make it a nice surprise for the crew, because they won't get to know any of it. But as always, I want to call out people that have given us a follow tonight, because we've had a few. We've had Hellspawn, beautiful. Who else have we got? Jay McKay, he was saying he hadn't seen us before at the start and was loving the overlays and the armor and everything. We've had a bunch of cheers from Random Origins and Octoboss.
Oh, that's so cool.
To make sure Billy did get spawned.
Wait.
Yeah.
I thought they were just like happy for us, but now I see.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh my god, we're finally belling Knizner! What the F?
I know. Keel Block, who has given us a follow as well. He's from the same D&D group as Miserable and as Marius and the Rithius. I feel like we're stealing them all, and I'm okay with that. Because they're great. They're great people. If you did you guys want to put into the chat your URL for your guys' Twitch stream as well? Because I think if anyone is following us, they should be definitely following these guys, because they're going through the Lost Mine of Phandelver as well at the moment. Maybe I don't know. Have you guys finished it? Because you guys are seeing some spoilery things.
True.
I didn't think you guys finished last time I saw. Asylum FWG, so give them a follow. So thank you everyone who has given us a follow tonight, and if you're watching us and you haven't given us a follow, it's the only thing that keeps us awake in the morning on Tuesday after our session. So definitely give us a follow. And if you like what you're seeing, then jump into our YouTube and watch some of our previous episodes as well. They get uploaded about 24 hours after we play, so you can watch all the other 33 episodes. We've got highlights on there. We've got all of our recaps on there as well. And I think episode 24, I think, is releasing in podcast form in a few hours. So if you prefer podcast form, we got that as well. I don't have a shirt on today. Well, I've got a shirt on. I don't have one of our shirts on. But there are a couple of cool Getting Dicey designs. There's a hint of one.
That's one of the best parts of the shirt. The plain
If
bit.
one stays to the end of the stream, they will see me undress.
Yeah, Miserable just showed up, and no, you haven't. We haven't finished. We are. We've just started. We've just started the big fight against Knizner, so we've got another hour to play, so you're going to be able to see that. But yes, you guys are fighting Knizner.
Can someone help quickly refresh me on some rule stuff? I just want to make sure.
Okay.
So if you have a concentration spell going, you can't cast another spell without breaking your concentration. Is this correct?
You can't cast another concentration spell.
What? So you can cast a spell while you're
so, right?
concentrating on another spell?
Because you can be concentrating mentally on something, and then you can just use your non-concentration stuff to just throw out. So I believe, yeah.
That's wicked.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
You could be like,
That's
cantrip. Meow, 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 cantrip. Meow, meow,
Yeah,
meow,
yeah.
cantrip. You have to say it like that.
Yeah.
So that means I can
That's what I'm
cast-
going to say.
Yeah.
that means I can
Okay,
do
every
speak
time
with
I'm concentrating, it's going to be meow, 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 meow.
animals to break anyone else's concentration.
Yeah.
What were you saying? Sorry, Loris. You're gonna.
Oh, I was just thinking that means I could do my rituals for both and basically speak with animals and do B-Sense.
Yeah, but you'd have to do them one after the other because.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
the timing wise would have to be.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't matter which way I did it really, but I guess it doesn't really matter because one lasted 10 minutes, the other one lasts for an hour.
Have you got a ritual called bee sting? That sounds
Beast-
stupid.
No, it's beast speak with animals. Beast thing would be freaking cool. Really cool.
Yeah. Could do a lot with bee sting, especially if they're allergic, you know.
But if it's a self bee sting, like
Can
it's a
you imagine
ritual
like-
that you do, right?
Ritual where he gets a bee to sting him.
Yeah.
Wow, not so good then.
I was more envisaging a 7-foot bee with a thing sticking out of his butt. You know, he's just running around stinging people. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be very frightening.
That's a thing.
I'm totally just spending some time familiarizing myself with Knizner, by the way.
He has no abilities, man. Don't worry about it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he probably doesn't even have any spells, I
checked
reckon.
have you checked the guide? Man, okay, well let's put it down for things.
I reckon he's got
Knizner.
no spells. I reckon we're fine.
Grumpy.
We're fine.
Grumpy,
Yeah.
but willing to die.
Abilities. He has height and weight.
It's going to be interesting, I think.
Is Niznar's initials TPK?
I don't know, man. I wasn't like Bill out of nowhere with that dancing
good,
lights.
It's pretty cool, Bill. Pretty cool.
I feel like I should have all of the lights parody lined up.
Yeah, I was expecting sleep. I thought you were like, here we go. We're at the final fight, and I'm finally going to use it for the most, the most epic part of the campaign. Yeah,
Nah, man, sleep's boring.
sleep's boring. You've had pretty good use of sleep, though.
The cheese song alone.
Yeah. Have you finished? Is that the cheese song done and dusted?
I think there's one more verse which I might do.
Hey, you never know. You still might have another boost on the sleep spell at some point.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we might get by Big V.
Yeah, that's right, Velark. Are you guys ready to get back into it?
Let's do it.
Okay. The cowl is on. Let's take you all back to the Waveka Cave.
I'm gonna meld into stone and have a nap while you guys sort it out.
It is Kniznar's turn, and he has seen these dazzling lights. He has seen one of his spiders just getting absolutely pummeled by two very big, burly soldiers, and he raises his staff up and just shouts, "Stop! Stop what you are doing!" And he calmly calls out to Bill, I need all of you to lay your weapons down, or at least hear me out for a moment. And that is Kniznar's turn. Bill. Over to Bill.
Also,
Not what I was expecting him to do. At all.
Damn
I was
it.
expecting him to like cast hold person on all of us simultaneously or something. Nah, fuck that. Like, he killed Gundren.
He didn't. King Groll killed Gundren.
Yeah, but under the spider's instructions.
Well, kinda. He was just being held hostage.
we can always do non-lethal damage if we want to have a chat. Yes.
Sorry, I'm loving Sig's hand motions. Fuck him up. What is John? Let me ask you something. What is Bill thinking when he hears Knizner call out?
I think he's surprised. What state is that spider in?
That spider is not looking good. He's barely standing up on its feet. Feet? Tippy toes.
And at this point, we can see that.
You can clearly see that spider is not doing well.
Yeah, and we can see that Knizner is like not incapacitated, but the other spiders are.
Well, Knizner didn't move from the spot, but he did call out.
Okay, so he can, yeah.
Yeah, and he was gesticulating as he spoke.
Testiculating.
So rough. I'm gonna run up to this spider and I'm just gonna stab it. Just gonna stab the spider right in the old
before you roll, just before you roll here, he sees you. Was it your rapier or your dagger that you're getting out?
Yeah.
Yeah. The moment you take your rapier out and start moving, there's a giant flash from the staff that Kniznar's holding, and he hits you with a level 1 magic missile.
Okay.
Cool. It's not too damaging. It's just 8 damage.
Okay.
But you're welcome to know. Roll to hit on this spider. Stabsins.
17.
Why can I not see any rolls anymore? What's happened?
I can't see it either.
All of the rolls stopped.
My one, it's definitely there on mine.
Okay.
I rolled 17
Sure
to
it
hit
is.
with
17?
with the 5 damage.
5 damage.
I will
Alright.
screenshot it to you.
No, I totally trust you.
Oh, I mean, it was a critical hit.
Yeah, you do. You just slash out and lop off one of the legs just below where Sig's hammer did its damage, and it just knocks it completely off, and it topples down and just dies on the ground in front of you. So we have.
And I just raise my rapier, drenched in spider goop, point it at Knizner, and just motion charge.
Dang, all right.
Signaling to Sig and Loris to slay Knizner.
Loris, this massive spider crumples in front of you, and you notice that the other 3 spiders are in exactly the same position as they were when you entered the room. They seem to not be doing anything or noticing anything in this room. Knizner, however, is snarling and has just sent a magic missile into your friend Bill.
And Bill's just screamed charge, yeah?
And he's just screamed charge.
That makes sense. Okay, so seeing Spider drop, I'm turning my attention obviously to what seems to be the most dangerous, and that's the dude firing magic missiles at people. Excuse me. So I'm going to do as instructed and charge straight up into him. Right there, so I'm blocking his view of everyone else. I want to be front and center so he can only see me. And I'm going to, with the mace, straight across his head and then back again.
Yeah.
With my cool mace.
All right, roll to hit.
First roll is an 11. Look, second roll is a 9. Oh my god.
Before you tell me about damage or anything like that, because I haven't seen that, your first hit just aims beautifully for his head. It just comes in and it just hits a little further away than you were expecting. There's this force, and you felt this force before, the same sort of force that was blocking you from hitting that flame skull earlier.
Oh no!
And it just bounces your was it the axe or the mace? That one, that was your mace. Just bounces it away, and you come in for that second swipe and miss completely due to the confusion of being repelled from that previous shot.
Okay.
And Knizner just smiles at you.
Awesome.
Barry, it's Barry's turn.
Yes.
Barry is currently just gyrating in the doorway.
Yeah. Oh, how far away is he from me? Yeah, I want to message him so that he just slowly starts to walk forward, snapping his fingers on either side of his body.
All right, he does so.
Gyrating.
He starts moving past Silda.
And like slowly pointing towards, up to about there, and pointing towards Knizner and giving him a sexy wink.
Sorry, how far do you want him to move further or?
No, that's about good.
That's about there.
Just a slow, sexy walk.
Okay, he does that. Just so you know as well, Barry does have an attack if he ever needs to use it. I don't know if he ever will, but he's got one. Yeah,
he's got better moves.
And as he just sort of like motions up, he's like, it's like Barry, to his finger clicks. Anything else from our friend Barry?
No, that's plenty.
All right, Sildar's turn. Silda has seen Bill take a hit from that staff, and he's seen Loris charge up, and he takes one sort of look over his shoulder at Barry. He's just like, oh, here's a weird man, that one. And he steps in front of Barry alongside.
But alluring.
Yeah, I mean, I like him, that's for sure. And he's still crossbow in hand, shoots a bolt out towards Knizner. And with a roll of that, he hits. Manages to push through whatever was blocking Loris's swipe and just punches into the sternum of Knizner.
Ooh.
Doing 8 damage.
To his thorax.
Into the thorax. Okay, we're back to you, Baron.
Okay, well, I'm going to poke out of the side of the pillar here and go, "Don't worry, boss, I'll protect you." And I'm going to cast a magic spell called Ray of Sickness.
Ooh. I don't have an animation for
everybody
this one.
loves Ray of Sickness. I'm going to use... actually, it's not all set up. God damn it. Where's the rolls? I'm going to do a D20 plus 7. Sorry about that. I thought it was already set up.
Oh, no, that's okay. So...
Did that one show up? You see that one?
Yeah, I saw that one.
15, but I might add... Is it a D8?
Yeah, you can add a D8 if you'd like.
I'll add a D8 just because I don't trust that to hit. Okay, 5.
So that's a
20.
Total of 20. That make a ranged spell attack on a hit that takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw.
15. So here's the
It's
two
1d8.
a 1.
Wait.
And 1. Great.
Okay. All right. So he takes 2 damage. From
A
this
ray
ring.
of sickening greenish energy lashes out towards a creature within range.
And he's going to make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it's also poisoned until the end of your next turn. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Saving throw. Okay.
That poison is brutal.
What does it have to beat?
15.
Yeah, it gets a 16. Sorry.
Boo.
Yeah.
Well, that 2 damage though.
2 damage. I mean, that could have been the thing that it needed. Anything else from the Baron?
I'm just going to go back behind the pillar.
Of course. Sig, over to you.
Hearing Mr. Bill's call to charge and Mr. Loris charging ahead, Sig follows suit and snuggles in next to Mr. Loris, swinging his hammer one-handedly down on top of Kniznar's head.
Okay, give me a roll to hit.
And Sig rolls a 24 to hit for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Cool. 8 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, that you bring that down into his shoulder, and he grimaces as it clearly damages. He feels that. He really does feel that, and he snarls, and he just says once more back to you, Sig. He says, "You need to stop." He yells in response to that.
As soon as he speaks again, Sig swings the hammer back into his face with a mere 9.
Oh,
But he tries to make it look like he was going to hit him and says, "Dick."
Yeah, so it again, it just bounces off this extra bit of, I don't know, like a force field in front of him, the second shot. Anything else from our Sig?
That is all.
All right, it is the giant spider's turn. This is their second turn of being unable to do a gosh damn thing. Damn it.
That's good.
God damn it. Okay, American, over to you.
From the doorway, she calls out. She sort of forcefully whispers to Nundro, "I'm glad you're okay, but I must leave you now. There's a fearsome battle raging outside. Please stay safe." And she uses her bonus action. Is it all right if I use this token for my spider as my healing spirit? It just makes things a lot easier.
Yeah, you don't want to have Ranzin do anything?
I don't know. I don't know how to track my healing spirit and a spider at the same time, to be honest.
Let's
that seems a little overcomplicated.
I'm just going to try something for you.
Okay. Well, while you do that, I'm going to say that I move my healing spirit away from Nundro and out the door.
There you go.
He's doubled.
It was tripled. I can see 3.
There's 3. I have 2 spiders.
There we go.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to move the healing spirit 30 feet so it's heading in towards the battle.
Okay.
So that's just outside the door, I think, and I'm going to use my movement to move into the fray.
Okay.
And sight up new friend Knizner with my short bow.
Right. Okay. So whereabouts is your face spirit? Whereabouts are you putting that?
I can only move it 30 feet with my bonus action,
okay.
so it's just outside the door.
Okay, cool.
I haven't kept track of where dear Ransen is this whole time.
I've put Ransen
I didn't take him
next
with
to
me,
you.
so he's
okay.
I don't think he's been following me, because otherwise he could give away my position.
Okay, all right. You can place Ransen wherever you want Ransen to be.
Yeah, he hasn't entered the room yet.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take my short bow and aim for Knizner. If they roll an 8.
Yeah, that just fires across the room and whizzes past Kniznar's head, and he looks towards that area and sees nothing. And he seems to be a little confused for a moment. Anything else?
I've used everything I've got.
Okay. All right. it's Kniznar's turn again. I'm just going to have a look at something.
Oh no. I'm going to put a symbol on me to show I'm invisible.
Okay. 15-foot radius.
Oh.
What's this?
He's going to use conversation again.
Yeah. He talks to us for his whole turn. Good.
How about if it's here? Okay. Are you guys ready for this? So basically, Knizner raises up his staff. And from a point within that dying spider, Bill, you're the first to see it, is just this small sphere of absolute darkness. And it starts spreading and spreading and spreading until it becomes this 15-foot radius sphere, engulfing one of the spiders, engulfing Sig, Loris, yourself, and Sildar. And suddenly, let's have a quick look. So it basically completes, there's completely, all of you guys are now blinded, including anybody with dark vision. Is there any way to fight back?
No save or anything?
As the darkness spreads around corners, a creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it. If it's on an object I'm holding, worn, or carried, it emanates from the object and moves with it, which I haven't done. Completely covering the source of darkness with an opaque object, such as a bowl, blah, blah, blah. If it overlaps with an area of light created by a spell of blah, blah, blah. So no.
You're just saying blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because I can't.
Wait, what was that thing about it moving with the object?
I was basically saying if I cast it on something he was holding, or if I was casting it on an object that was moving, the darkness would move with it.
Okay.
So I haven't done that, but you guys...
It's like light, but the opposite.
Yeah.
It's like Gandalf's crystal thing, but darkness.
Yeah. He's cast that and just moves back behind this spider. You guys don't even see him moving out of the way, so of course there's no attack of opportunity. Bill, it is your turn. Now you don't even know how big this thing has got. All you see is this wave of darkness expand around you and wipe out all light. And this is weird for you because normally you can see in the dark.
There's no disco light going on inside the...
Light battle. Light battle. Okay. I probably need a DM ruling.
Okay.
I would like to cast Dissonant Whispers, where I whisper a discordant melody that one creature of my choice within range can hear.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't rely on sight.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether or not he's within hearing range at this point because it's just all blank, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to whisper inside his mind and just say, "Your time has come. This is the end for you, Knizner."
Okay. It's a wisdom saving throw. He has rolled 22.
Oh.
Yep. Seems right.
Thank.
Anything else?
Oh man, that stupid sphere really threw a wrench in my plans. But I think I'm just going to do it anyway. So I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration again.
Okay.
Well, sorry, offer Bardic Inspiration again. Now there was a time when they used to say that behind every Gundren there was a Sildar.
But in these times of change, you know that it's no longer true. So he's coming out the cave, 'cause there's something he's got to say. He says Sildar is doing it for himself.
You still get half damage for dissonant whispers, Bill.
What?
Yeah, boy.
Sick.
Is this game changing?
Okay, so what you do, you get 3d6 psychic damage?
3d6. So just the 13 halved.
So that's 6, yeah? 6 damage?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad. Okay, cool. And so you have, you've given Sildar Bardic Inspiration?
Correct.
Okay.
Here's 1d8.
And you can just hear from that darkness, thank you! All right, Loris, you didn't even see this coming. Just suddenly, out of nowhere, everything went black. Completely and utterly dark.
Yep. So from the darkness, you hear Lightbringer,
Yes.
and I'm hoping to see what happens because I remember that Lightbringer does something that I hadn't used it since entering the room. So I yell it really loud, hoping that, kind of just waiting to see what happens.
Ooh.
And what's the? We say it was like 20 foot radius on that, isn't there?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, you hold that mace out in front of you, and you close your eyes, even though you don't need to, and you just shout, Lightbringer. And you open your eyes, and you just see the head of the mace, crystal clear, lit up. And it's pushing back the darkness from around you. And you can see to your side the legs of the spider coming into view. And you can see Sig coming into view. Sig can see you coming into view. And it's pushing out wider and wider. And you look around behind you and you can see Bill coming into view and Sildar coming into view. Bill, you can see this light pushing through the darkness and past Loris, past the spider, this giant spider. You see Sildar, you see Knizner with just a look of shock on his face. You all turn to see Knizner looking very, very displeased with this turn of events.
Wow.
Yeah, so having completed that, and now that I can see Knizner, I'm going to continue my action and charge right up to him and smash him in the face with my brightly lit mace.
Okay.
This helps. So attack 1, rolling. I roll a 17. And then attack 2. Coming back across the head again, I roll a 10.
Okay. That first hit just knocks him back. It connects, unlike the shot that you had on him before, and just slams into his chest, winding him a little bit. He just exhales with a grunt, and that's done 8 damage to him.
Yeah.
As he exhales, you just notice a little bit of blood catch on his lip.
Oh, cute.
That second hit, I guess you put too much energy into that first one, and that second hit just like connects with his armor and doesn't seem to do anything to him. Anything else?
No, that's all I'm doing. I'm quite pleased with the fact that the darkness is now gone, and I'm just kind of eyeballing him because I can see him quite clearly.
That was pretty. There's still that darkness in the room. So as I should probably state, as you've moved away, the light has pushed back, and both Bill and Sildar have found themselves blinded again from this darkness.
Come to the light, my boys. Come to the light.
It is Barry's turn.
Barry.
Is Barry... Can he see through this darkness wall?
He's not. He's like looking. Actually, you're looking out towards this massive ball of darkness. So you can't really see Barry. So you don't know if he's in there or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have a psychic bond. We have a special bond.
Special
Okay.
bond.
You can still send him a message. He can still
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you fine.
I just wanted to continue doing what he was doing. Just move forward. Probably, yeah. Keep moving forward.
All
to
right.
About here.
Okay. He tries, and you can still hear that
Okay.
as he makes his way across. Barry, and then you can just hear a thud as he bumps into Sildar. Sildar kind of like doesn't know what's bumping into him, but he does hear
But he likes it.
Barry, and he just sort of moves to the side, and Barry wanders into the darkness.
Okay.
It's Sildar's turn, and he's panicked a little bit. He knows that Bill is to his side and just reaches out and sees if he can find Bill in the darkness. And he grabs a hold of Bill's shoulder and says, "Bill, I've never experienced this. Have I? I've lost my vision." And he's just going to spend this turn basically waiting for Bill to respond. Baron, back to you.
Oh, okay. I am going to move forward a bit.
Now, I will say, let's have a quick look. This sphere was like really quite close. You've probably got about you've got maybe 3 meters between you and the wall of the sphere.
What is
Can
a
you draw it
meter?
on the map?
Can we draw circles on the map?
Yes, you can.
I can draw a square.
Some people
You have to
can.
hold Alt. for a circle.
There
Oh.
we go. Okay, I can draw the darkness circle. I think it's something like, yeah, that's about the size. I'll just move it into the right position.
Okay. Oh, it's like that.
Whereabouts is it though? Because it's not. Yeah.
There we go. There we go. I've just drawn that out now.
With a sphere of light coming from Loris, right?
Yes, and so that has managed to. Sig is not currently caught up in that darkness.
Okay. All right. So okay, I can. I'm going to move forward over here, and I'm going to attempt to shoot Knizner. Now, forgive me if I roll a 1.
What are you shooting him with?
Just chill touch.
Oh, just chill touch.
Please, no chill touches from behind. Come on.
Ooh, an 18 this time.
Ooh.
Oh, dang. Okay, that's not too bad.
13 necrotic damage.
Sure. Yeah, I was just checking to make sure necrotic damage was okay with this boy.
Okay.
Yeah, and what was that? A roll of 18. So I'm just doing some maths here. Okay, no, that's fine. That is a hit. So you send that ghostly hand out and reach into Knizner, doing 13 necrotic damage.
It is Kniznards.
That really hits him hard. And he, as this enters, he stops and just coughs one big cough, and blood and black just sort of coat his bottom lip. And he stumbles a little bit on his footing. Anything else before moving to Sig?
I'm just going to yell, "You all right, boss?" And then I'm going to hide behind this big statue of a dwarf.
Yeah, cool. Sig, over to you.
Sig calls out as he sees Loris ignite his mace. "Good man, Mr. Loris!" And he charges in behind to get next to Knizner and swings his hammer once more into his face. With a roll of an 18 for 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, that too is a hit. Or did you want to do your second?
And a second attack, he will bring it down on top of his head for 13.
Yeah, that first one hits. That one makes contact and knocks him just back, and he manages to catch himself before falling completely over. He has his eyes closed as that second swing smashes into him, but is repelled by some kind of force. And he takes one deep breath and then opens his eyes and looks Sig dead in the eyes. Anything else, Sig?
Sig would just like to say to Loris, we've nearly got him.
It is the spider's third turn. And still no motion from these guys. Mirakin, over to you.
Going to use my turn to run towards the besieged, embattled wizard, necromancer. And I'm going to draw my 2 scimitars, my poison scimitars out as I run. And I'm going to use my bonus action to dual wield them and slash at him with both of them in turn. Oh, and one of them's a +1.
Well, actually, no, that one... Oh, sorry, no, that's right. One of them
is
faded,
a
not
+1.
both of them, yeah.
I've rolled a 22 and a 20. Although, do I get advantage because he can't see me?
Sure.
Although 20 and 22 is pretty good.
You can try for those crits if you
Oops.
want.
Hang on. I'll try. And also, after I do that, I'm going to dance away from him again. Just back off a little bit.
Are you going to use your elven accuracy, Mirakin?
Yes, I am.
Oh, holy
so I've
shit.
rolled a crit.
That's what I was waiting for.
I think I'll settle for a 25 and a 26, which is a crit.
Doing how much damage?
Depends which roll you're looking at, to be honest. Oh, also, they're poisoned.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Oh!
Okay.
So,
how much damage?
see if you can
Tell me
save
the
on that.
damage.
Well, it's up to you which one you want to take. I'll take them off the
Well, I'll
successful
take
roll.
your
So
highest ones.
the crit is 8 plus 6,
So 14.
and then the other one is 5.
19 damage.
Damn!
Hot damn.
Plus, yeah.
And then we got to do your... How's the poison
So
work? Just use
the
a
poison
constitution.
works where he has to do a saving throw on something.
All right.
DC 10, I think.
Yeah, he's rolled a 15.
And he takes 1d6 poison damage because it's a failed save. Because
19.
I mean it's a successful save, so he takes 1d6 poison damage.
Roll the d6.
Ah, I thought you were gonna do it. He takes 2.
Totaling 21 damage. So you slice across his back and he screams out in pain as you bring the second blade across the same spot. Blood just like shoots out from his back, anime style. Each swipe just an arc of blood each way. He screams out in pain, but they're still standing. He's barely got anything left in him right now.
What a tough man.
And you're moving away?
Yes, for the rest of my movement, I'm just going to dance back away from him.
Right. He does swipe out with his staff at whatever injured him from behind. It's attack of opportunity, right?
I don't know.
It's an
Do you
attack.
get that when
It
you're
is.
invisible? I don't know.
He's going to be with disadvantage anyway, and he only rolls a 9, so he just swipes out behind, missing completely.
Okay.
And it is Kniznar's turn.
Shitty Knizner.
He's getting extra turns, isn't he?
What? What do you mean by extra turns?
I don't know. I feel like his turn's coming up more often than the rest of us, or maybe I'm imagining that.
No, definitely not. He's always after you.
Oh.
So yeah, he's locked eyes with Sig at the moment. And you notice the rock on the end of his staff, despite being black, it somehow glows black. There's some kind of weird thing that you notice in the staff as he holds it up. And he looks deep into Sig's eyes. And you just hear this voice in your head. Can I get you to make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Sig rolls a 10.
A 10 is not enough. You hear in your head, kill Loris. Kill your friends. Kill them all. And because you have failed to save, you will pursue this course of action.
It sounds right.
Nice to make sense. You know.
Indeed, mister.
And let's just say that this lasts a very long time.
Oh, why did it have to be sick?
And what he also does is he holds the staff aloft and disappears completely.
Does it make a sound as he disappears? Oh, come on.
No, he basically Sig looking at Knizner and Loris seeing Knizner, he just disappears from in front of you.
Question for the DM. He said kill my friends, but he didn't say not kill him too, right? So they get an attack of opportunity.
No. You are and can only attack your friends right now.
Okay, I understand.
And Knizner has disappeared.
He never existed.
It is Bill's turn.
And I saw none of this, right?
You are in complete darkness.
Did I hear any of that or no?
Yeah, you still have full... Well, you didn't hear Sig being commanded to kill because that was all in Sig's head.
Right. Okay.
You did hear Sildar thank you and reach out to find you.
From my position, can I see, like looking around, can I see that behind me there's light or not really? Am I just completely encased?
You can't see anything. You have zero vision.
Okay. So I think, like, given that, I'm just going to say to Sildar, we're fine. He's just done something. We need to get up to him. Did you not see Loris running? Loris has got light. Run towards Loris.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run towards Loris as well.
Mm-hmm. You make it halfway towards Loris before you burst into this bizarrely concave wall of this light versus darkness. So you burst into full view of both Loris and Sig standing next to nothing.
Yeah,
on
route.
Knizner.
En route, I'm going to be attempting, like, because I was in darkness, and I'm assuming it's some sort of like I already tried to do stuff through the darkness before. I'm just going to try to do that again. And I'm going to attempt to reach out into his mind. And this time at level... I think we're going to go this time at level 2.
Okay.
And I'm just going to call out and say, into his mind, and to say, I was going to make a joke, but I thought it might be a bit droll.
All right. Okay.
And he needs to wisdom save.
Sure. If he was in the room... No, he's in the room.
If he's affected by it.
Yeah, we'll give you a wisdom saving throw here. He's failed. So what happens with that?
So he takes 14 psychic damage.
That's a lot.
And he's going to have to try and see if he's maintaining this concentration spell.
He also needs to run away from me.
So how have you rolled the damage?
Yeah, it was 14.
14 damage. All right, you call that out. And you just hear him yell in agony. And he fades back into existence, prone on the ground next to the spider. And he's just clasping at his head, screaming. Loris, it is your turn. Oh, you're muted, my man.
You mean he
Sorry.
cast silence on him?
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I cast silence on myself. It's one of those things I can do when I feel like it. Anyway, so seeing him go pop, and then he's back on the floor, lying prone. I have no idea what's happened, but he's lying on this floor, crying like a baby. I'm going to take full advantage of that, and I'm going to step over him. So he's lying there. I'm now standing over him, and I'm literally just going to smash my mace into his head while he's holding onto his head.
All right, roll to hit.
All right, I hope these are good ones. Okay, one. First one is a 24.
Cool. Give us a second hit as well.
And you
Second
get
one,
advantage because he's prone, right?
Yeah, you
is a
do.
20.
24.
I'll roll them both again.
If you want.
Got to get that crit, though.
Just see if I get a crit in there somewhere. Nope.
All right, so 24 and a 20?
Mm.
What was the total damage?
8 and 7, what's that, 15?
15. So you make your way over to Knizner and you stand over him while he's clutching his head, yelling in agony. And you raise your mace above your head and you just bring it down into his back. And he just crashes out, arms and legs splayed on the ground. You bring that mace up one more time. Something strange happens this time. The little totem that Lucar hung around your waist, it starts glowing a little bit, and there's a small breeze that enters this room, and up out of the ground, these spirits of orcs form, surrounding Knizner. And each of them, in turn, just fall into him with fists and kicks. And there's this ghostly scream emanating from each of them as they fall into Knizner, dealing some kind of attack. And then suddenly you feel one of the spirits wrap up around you and walk out of your body holding this beautifully ghostly blade. And he just brings that down into Knizner, and it all settles. Everything that has taken place in this room is now calm. And you look down at Knizner, and he's no longer breathing. You look down at Knizner, and there is blood all around him. Knizner is dead.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm going to give that a...
Yeah. Sorry,
Sig
Bob.
wonders if he should still kill Loris.
No, suddenly, Sig, your head clears the moment that you were actually entertaining the thought of killing everyone in this room, starting with your friends, but ending with Knizner. And this is cleared completely as you look down at Knizner's body in front, underneath Loris's feet. The darkness in the room fades, and you are left with 3 giant spiders that are strangely still.
Let's get out of here before they wake up.
Shall we stick to the turn order?
Yes.
Sure. So that was Loris's. Yeah, great. Let's move to Barry's turn. Cool.
Yeah, Barry would have gone closer to and do a sexy dance next to the body of Knizner.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
He's making his way over there, clicking.
Yeah, he's just making his way over.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's probably more appropriate now
Barry.
that he's dead.
Barry.
Anything? All right. Sildar, finally being able to see, just charges forward, holding his crossbow. Attack! Having been instilled with the words from Bill, but he skids to a halt behind Bill, and sort of takes in everything. Baron.
I'm just going to yell at. Should I attack a spider or should we run?
To whom? Just everyone? Do we
To the room.
respond?
To the room.
You
yes.
can respond.
I'm going to respond. I found Nandro and he's alive!
Oh, okay. Well, I will run towards where you were.
I'd say follow me, but you can't see me.
That's true. I know which way you did go though, so I'm going to run towards there and probably get to about there.
Okay.
And it's
I'll poke you in the elbow to let you know I'm next to you.
oh, hello.
So you're still invisible, American. Cool.
Apparently.
Cool. Sig.
Sig drops to a knee and takes off his helmet and just wrestles with his brain for 6 seconds. This is not the first time his mind has been addled with, and he's trying to make sure his current reality is the correct one.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
And that's it.
It is the giant spider's fourth turn. And they are still completely and utterly motionless. American, over to you.
I'm just trying to remember. I did see Bill charge in and do that spell, didn't I?
You would have.
Did
heard,
I? Or
you
had
would
I
have heard the
slipped
spell.
inside the room?
Wait, which spell?
The one he incapacitated the spiders with.
Oh, right. You weren't around to see that.
I could probably infer that something's happened.
Yeah, I mean,
So
like no one has attacked those spiders the entire time you've been in this room, and they haven't moved. They haven't looked around. Nothing.
I'm going to call out. Has someone incapacitated these spiders?
Yeah.
Well done. How long does it last?
Not long.
I would say again. I'm going to run to this room and help Nandro. So I'm gonna run towards the room and I'm going to use my bonus action to put the healing spirit back on.
Yeah, are you still invisible?
Well, you tell me, DM. I just took the potion. I don't know how long it lasts.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's not a spell I have any
That's-
control.
yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
just drunk this and now I'm like, well.
I think. Yeah, you're definitely still invisible. Everything you're wearing is currently invisible as well.
When she attacks, does that work? Does that wipe off the invisibility potion, or is that only for spells?
No, that's just for spells. This thing becomes one with your body. It makes every molecule of your body invisible as well as everything you're wearing. It is very much.
That's super cool.
Yeah. American, when you open that door, you
Nandro
imagine
appeared.
let's move the camera over for a little bit. You are met by a very shocked dark elf.
Oh god.
And he looks around. He heard your footsteps. He heard the door open, and he just says, "Oh, what have we got here, eh?"
Oh God.
You are invisible though.
Yeah, but that's where we're going to end the night.
Oh.
Oh no! Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Well, that's not good. Where did it come from?
You guys were
The other
fighting.
parts of the dungeon that we didn't discover.
Mm-hmm.
All those question marks drawn on the map.
Yeah.
One of them was probably him.
That's so
Beautiful.
rough. Like I don't know. Don't know anything.
That's like the first battle. That's like the first battle that none of us actually took any damage. Oh, actually, in fact, I think no, someone took
No,
damage.
Bill
but I didn't.
did.
Bill took a bit of damage.
Maybe that's the first time I've not taken damage in a fight ever.
Man, you guys were getting rid of those spiders was
But a massive.
massive.
Yeah, that would have changed
Absolutely
everything.
massive.
Even though they died quite easily, having 4 of them there would have caused some.
I don't know about
serious-
died quite easily. It took 4
No
of
way.
you to attack them.
Yeah, they took heaps to go down.
So imagine if like each of you were just singling off against one. That would have taken like
That would
4
have been hard.
turns,
Yeah.
as well as Knizner messing shit up. So no, that was a great move by Bill. Absolutely amazing move by Bill.
I'm just glad they didn't save.
I know. I was like, should I fudge one just to make it interesting? Nah, let's just do it. Let's just see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. And it worked well.
I thought you were going to get Knizner to attack them.
Yeah, Knizner didn't have much time to do much. There was going to be, there was definitely going to be something at some point that probably would have disturbed them, but maybe not actually. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I thought that sphere was going to be like some sort of negative energy spell, and it was going to hurt everyone and wake them.
Right.
that would have been scary.
Yeah. No, that was again. That was great. Like, if it wasn't for Loris and his Lightbringer, that would have been.
Oh, when you started doing the darkness spell,
Oh, yeah.
what have I got in my hand? I'm sitting there going, what have I got in my hand?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
As I was blah blahing my way through the description, I was just like, oh god, Loris and Lightbringer. Oh god. I just like straight away. That's where my mind went. That was amazing. And I'm so glad that you picked up on that and gave that a go. That is so good. So good.
That was intense.
That was
That
cool.
was fully intense. Great
Yeah.
session, everybody.
Yeah, that was seriously good. I can't believe you guys have killed Knizner.
No. But there's still someone else in the room that we haven't
Yeah, it's
dealt
this
with.
other jerk.
There's always someone else.
There's always someone
Have we
else.
seen him before?
I don't think so.
I don't believe
No.
so.
I mean, I haven't seen it at all.
I don't think you guys have seen this character before.
I'm scared.
I was just wondering if it was Ian.
Yeah.
Right,
Nah.
no, it's not Iano. Not our good old boy. Oh, that good old boy.
Oh no, not this.
Oh,
old
how I
Talon.
miss Ian, that good old son of a bitch. Yeah, but no, that was seriously cool. I'm really stoked with how that went. I wasn't sure if this was going to drag on to like the next session or not, and I thought it was too close to like end on it and then just be like next in a week's turn be like, and now he's dead. What's up? What are you guys going to do? So yeah, I think that's really cool.
I quite like the spirits of the orcs coming forward and finishing off. That was very poetic.
Yeah,
I liked it. Very, very cool.
yeah. That was. I wasn't 100% sure on doing that, but I think. What did you guys think of that?
Yeah,
I really
beautiful,
worked.
man.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Were they green, ghostly green? That's what I was imagining.
No, it was
Said it.
very similar to Lucar, which was just this wispy white smoke.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Probably should have detailed it better, but that's right. That's
No,
cool.
That was great.
Yeah, it was
That
cool.
was really good. Or the falling in and attacking. And...
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Anyway, we had a really good turnout.
but-
Oh,
Just gonna say, also that absolves us of the murder. It wasn't me. It was them spirits over there.
Yeah, it was the orcs getting revenge. And
Yeah, we didn't do it.
Loris has another justification to say he didn't kill someone. It was the spirits that I was carrying around.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
I thought him like wanting to talk to us was like, here we go.
Yeah.
Gonna
Like when
have
he
a good
said stop, I was like, wait, are we going to not kill him? Is Bill going to... Because I was like, if Bill says stop here,
Yeah.
I would have stopped. But it would have been like very difficult when we've gone to fuck this guy up. But then obviously Bill decided, right, okay, so we're going to get on. Okay, cool.
I had
Yeah.
a lot planned if you guys had talked to him. I had a lot planned.
A whole other adventure
Maybe. Well, who knows now?
where we're Knizner's mates.
I had it was very open. It was very very open. But it's all done and dusted now. I guess he's dead.
He's dead. What was he planning to talk to us about, though? Like,
We'll
literally,
never know. We'll never literally ever know anymore.
and until you do the question after session.
Yeah.
I just think like he did so much harm. Like he caused so many things.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've kind of been questing the whole time to get rid of him, hearing about all his evil deeds, and it's like, oh, like he wants to talk, but he might just use it as a chance to like murder us all really easily. And he's got like these 4 giant spiders, and it's like, let's just kill him. I don't know.
His monologue could have been kill each other, and then we'd be like, okay.
That's true.
Well, we shouldn't have believed the bad guy that we've been questing to kill this whole time.
Exactly.
That was a great spell, by the way. I was so hoping to see Sig take on.
Yes, looking forward to that too. I mean,
Sig versus Loris, that would have been awesome. For a moment there would have been like, what the fuck are you doing? Whack, smash, crash.
Yeah. Well, that's a good question there, Dave. What would Loris have done if Sig suddenly was siding with the enemy?
Loris would have defended himself to the hilt, but he wouldn't have been enjoying it.
Yeah.
I know. I said
Classic Loris line.
Classic Loris line. The thing is, I've seen Sig in battle, so I've never want to fight him when he's fully armored because it's literally impossible to hit, and I know this.
Yeah.
But
I feel like the heavy armor proficiency thing would just have made that so hard for you. Like every time you hit, you're like, I do 12 damage. He's like, you do 9.
Yeah. it would have.
And if you miss, you get hit as well.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you missed. Now you've been killed. So that's great. Yeah, that would
because like you would have had your 21 armor class, and I'm sitting on 16, and so I'm smashing you with my bloody mace doing it's nothing.
That's the thing is really one of the things I've sort of learnt with DMing is that enemies don't really last very long, like at all. They last like 2 or 3 rounds. That's kind of it.
That's why you have multiple enemies coming into a
battle.
Yeah, that's what makes it
5 or 6 on 1. That's hard. That's real tough. He only had like a couple of goes to get something out. His miserable said, "Yeah, you need to up the HP." Oh yeah, I upped the HP a lot.
Yeah, I thought like he was taking a lot of damage. We're just giving out a lot.
I mean, shoot, American did like 21 damage in 1
That was pretty
turn.
sweet.
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet.
He was already at 0 by that point, by the way.
I just hit him with 13.
I did kill him.
No, I said already.
No,
at
I
0.
don't. He was already dead, and I tried. Yeah.
You can never tell.
No.
You got to be a secret.
Yeah.
He was tough. He was a tough guy.
No, I wasn't really going by HP on that fight. I was going more by feel, moments. By moments.
Wow.
I wanted by storytelling. And some
concerned
HP.
about our new friend, though.
Yeah.
Has everyone forgot the elephant Billy in the room?
Oh yeah.
The Elephant Billy, which will appear no doubt next week with an NPC character that's yet to be created.
Bum bum bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. So yes,
A
the Billy
helpful
has
NPC?
been spawned. We didn't get to see him tonight, but he will be there next session for sure. But where will Billy be?
I'm a little bit
Pocket-sized
concerned
Billy.
about
To be
this
honest-
invisibility.
To be honest, I know where Billy's going to be, but yeah.
Invisibility. Oh my god, that makes sense.
I was Billy all along.
Yeah, he was always there.
Really shitty mouth mint Billy that you just go.
Oh, brilliant.
So we'll wrap it up. Thank you for everyone for coming along. There's been a lot of chat, and that I haven't had enough of an opportunity to read through and take in. But I just want to thank everybody for watching and chatting along and cheering. You guys have cheered a bunch. I think we should probably let both Random Origins and Octoboss give out a point of inspiration to whoever they want that doesn't currently have one. And of course, Desmarius for the $20 donation will be absolutely working with me to flesh out someone or something, which would be cool. If you're not following us, please do give us a follow because we love doing this every week. We love seeing that number. We're at like 310 followers right now, which is so cool. So cool compared to the like 100 we were at the start of the year. And yeah, come chat to us in Discord. The link's underneath. If you want to check out some of our previous episodes, there's a YouTube link underneath as well. And just, yeah, come talk to us. Come say hi. And thanks so much for watching. We'll be back next week to see what this new character is doing in that room. All right. Bye all. Thanks for watching.
Ciao.
See ya.
Yeah.